Now I know what you're thinking. Optimus, where the heck have you been the last couple weeks? I'll tell you in a second. Let's get this rolling.
Optimus Magnum.
What's good, YouTube fam? My name is Optimus Magnum, otherwise known as Tony, and welcome back to another video. I'd like to first and foremost thank everyone for coming back, checking out my video, giving it a like. You know how we do, and just taking the time out of your day to come watch me. It's really cool. I really appreciate that. Now, don't forget to also like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell that lets you know when a new video is coming up. And it just gives me a little satisfaction inside, that feeling of just like, they like me. They really like me. Anyways, I am doing a new video today about games I'm playing in 2021, and this is actually the last installment. I think this is the last console that I have to deal with. Other than the Xbox One, I really don't have any console exclusives for that, so I could do one. There might be one, I'm not sure, but the Xbox One wasn't really on my high priority list until later, although you see one right here in the background next to my PS4, the 1S that is. But just wasn't in there. But today's video, we're going to be talking about PlayStation 2 games. And PlayStation 2 was one of my favorite consoles. But I'll get into that in just a second. Now, where have I been the last week? The last week or two, week and a half or so. I've been working on a podcast, or show, I should say. I don't like to really, I don't know whether to call it a podcast or show. It's a podcast when it's on audio. It's a show when it's live, and this show is definitely live. And when later on we put it on audio, it becomes a podcast, but so to speak. But anyways, it's called Pardon the Noobs, and it's a gaming podcast show, and it is awesome. It's me and co-hosting with my fellow GGR, and GGR means Good Game Report. That's the Discord that I'm in. It's a great community of awesome gamers that just get together, fellowship. We game together, we chill, we hang out, we talk in the Discord. We share pictures, personal stuff, collection stuff, retro stuff. We talk everything, basically. We even talk sports and things like that. We have different channels and different areas of where we speak and talk and chill. We hang out in the GGR bar, I call it. It's an audio place where we just all hang out. We drink on our own, in the bar, and we have drinks. We talk, we chill, we just relax. We have a good time. But GGR is just an awesome community, and I'm really enjoying being there the last year, and it's just been an awesome experience. But so this is brought to you by GGR, and it's called Pardon the Noobs, and it's basically, if Pardon the Interruption, if you watch sports shows, if you watch Pardon the Interruption, and you also watch shows like Undisputed or First Take, Undisputed being on Fox Sports and First Take being on ESPN, it's basically like the two shows mashed in one, but it's all about gaming. And we talk gaming news, we talk updates for the Good Game Report, we talk about tech, we talk about retro things coming out, we talk about esports, all kinds of different stuff. It's me and my boy JGotti, and we have a great time. It's a great show. It's been an awesome one so far. You can actually see that on my channel. Feel free to watch the video. You can also view it on Good Game Reports YouTube channel. It'll all be there. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. Also, don't forget to that I do stream on Twitch. I did not stream it'll be over here. I kind of put myself to the side so I can put my game videos up on there. But I do stream on Twitch. It'll be right here, like I said. And I didn't stream for the last week and a half because I've been working so hard on the show that I wanted to make sure that it went all smooth. Now that I got it all smooth, I'll be back streaming again. So feel free to follow me there. Don't forget to click the notifications there as well, so you know when I'm live streaming. You get the notification that I'm going live, and boom. Also follow me on social networks. That'd be Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, especially Instagram and Twitter, because there you'll know when I go live, when I stream, or when a video is gone live, because I usually tweet it out. Also things and updates on GGR stuff. just, to talk to me on Twitter or to talk to me on Instagram. You can talk to me on both. You can see the pictures of my new finds. I get a lot of new finds, especially recently, and summer's coming up. So a lot of garage sales and yard sales are opening up. So I'm definitely going to be finding a lot of games and a lot of things that I'm going to be hopefully, grabbing some to resell so I can, make room for some other, or get money actually for some other games that I really, really want. And as of late, I've been picking up some good hauls. So you can see those pictures on Instagram. So yeah, there you go. You can follow me on there. So getting back to the topic at hand, we are talking about the games that I'm playing in 2021, and this one is the PS2 installment. And like I said, the PS2 is one of my favorite all-time consoles, right up there with the Sega Genesis. The Genesis holds a really good place in my heart, but the PS2 is probably the one I game the most on. Maybe the most. It might be right there, hand in hand with the Sega Genesis. It was a great console. Lots of great titles, thousands upon thousands of titles, I believe. It was just a really, really cool. I have a few. I don't have a lot of PS2 games, especially some of the good ones. I'm finding them here and there. They're kind of getting hard to find. The good ones, that is, the rare ones. But it is a great console nonetheless, and I've had a lot of great times on that console. I can tell you times I've had playing Madden with my brother, NBA Live against friends, and just amazing times, Hot Shots Golf and things like that. Just a great console. So let's get into it. The first game on the list and also just to remind you, these are games that I've either played and haven't beaten, or never played at all and want to play, obviously, in 2021 to complete and see, and just to experience the gameplay. And or also just games that maybe people suggested, and these are also games in my collection. They're not games that are digital or anything like that. These are games in my collection I have the physical copy for. So there might be games missing that I used to love in my past, or games that I've always wanted that I don't have yet because they're rare, they're hard to find, and stuff like that. So these are games that I pre-selected for 2021 that I want to play that are from my collection. So let's get it started. The first game is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now this is a cool game because now I've never played this, but I've seen some YouTube videos on it, and I didn't want to watch too much. I just wanted to watch a little bit because I don't want to get spoiled, and I don't want, or not that I don't want to spoil anything. I just want to experience the gameplay for myself, and I don't want to be able to beat a level because I saw it on YouTube. Not until I actually have to search it on YouTube to beat the level, because that's how some older games were. They're really hard sometimes. But this is very arcade-like and a really cool game. I like the art style. I love that cartoon art style. There's nothing like a game that has the cartoon art style, and it looks so cool. It looks like you're in the cartoon playing, basically. And this one kind of looks like it has an arcade feel to it. I'm not sure if it was created, because I'm not really big on sometimes researching some of these games and knowing developers and what their mindset was behind making this game. But from what I've seen on the videos and things like that, it looks like it's arcade style, and it looks like something that maybe when they made it, maybe they had the arcade in mind, or maybe it wasn't the arcade. I'm not sure, but I don't remember playing this kind of game in the arcade, this kind of art style, or this kind of style, because I remember the Teenage Mutant arcade games were kind of like sideways only. This one's kind of top down and sideways, so it's pretty cool. Got that nice gameplay, and I'm looking forward to playing it. All right, the next game is The Warriors. Now this is one that I will not record or stream because there's a lot of really just foul language and like some. It's in the 70s. It's based off the movie in the 70s and the 80s, basically. It was around the 70s and 80s. I was a kid when I watched this movie, believe it or not. I grew up watching it again, and this is one of my favorite movies out there. And it's a cool game. It's kind of like a manly movie or whatever, just in a macho sense or whatever like that. But it's just from what I know, this is made by Rockstar, obviously. So this is just. It's dope. It was really well made. I've only played a little bit of this when I was younger and I had my PS2, but I never got into it, actually dove into it. And but it's a really, really, really dope game. A lot of cool fighting in it. You take on basically all the gangs in the Warriors genre, in the Warriors from the movie and stuff like that. it's just dope. It's just really, really cool. And the story behind it is really, really cool. As if you watch the movie, you'll know. A lot of you probably are younger and you're watching me and you're like, what the heck is the Warriors? Give it a try, give it a watch, and then play the game. The game is dope. You can download the game, you can play an emulator, things like that if you can't find it, because this is also a very hard game to find. It's not an easy game to look for or find. Not many stores will have this. I got lucky and was able to find it, but it's like I said, it's a really cool game that I want to get into, especially from my childhood, because I grew up knowing about the Warriors. There was always that call sign, Warriors, come out and play. The guys with the baseball bats, it was dope. But yeah, so the Warriors, definitely a game I want to beat in 2021, definitely for sure. All right, the next game, this is Neo Contra. Now this is a top-down, I think it's a twin stick shooter. Not sure if it's twin stick shooter, but I know that it's definitely a shooter. And it's different from all the other Contras that I've ever seen because it's top down. I've never really seen only top down in a Contra, and it doesn't have the best of reviews. But I don't really care sometimes about reviews. I don't really care about what somebody else thinks and let them dictate what I want to play. I'm not really that type of person. If I see a game, I think it looks cool. If I think it's a shooter, I think it looks cool, I'm going to play it and I'm going to try it. So this is a game I have not played yet, but I am looking forward to playing. I've always been a fan of the Contra series and I've always liked Contra games. So I'm going to try it out. I saw it one day on listed on Macari actually. And I was like, what is this? It's Neo Contra. I was actually searching for Contra, the NES cartridge, because I do not own that game yet. I can't find it anywhere, and it's like really expensive. And I searched and I saw Neo Contra. I was like, what's Neo Contra? So I searched it on YouTube, and I was like, oh crap, this game looks fun. And I watched a little bit of the gameplay, and I was like, this looks dope. I think I want this. So I actually ordered that instead on Macari instead of the actual Contra, which this was really cheap at the time when I got it. Since then, the value's actually gone up when I got it. But yeah, I can't wait to dive in, give it a try, and let you guys know how it was. All right, the next game. Now, this game is cool. I really want the other game in this series, but this game's still cool nonetheless, and it's Def Jam Vendetta. Now, this game, Def Jam Fight for New York, is the most sought-after game. This game, its price value has gone crazy sky high since I even got this game. It wasn't that high when I got the game, but I actually got this for $1 at a garage sale. I got lucky, and it was just I was thinking to myself, this game is really cool. I remember playing it. You're rappers, and it's basically a fighting game, but you're all rappers, and it's all rappers from the 90s. It's dope. I love this game. The music is cool. The special effects are kind of cool, the way they like do their own like things to before they fight, and the fighting is actually cool. Lots of cool fighting moves, lots of cool stuff going on, and the music is dope. It's just the music is what really does it for me too, like the way they do stuff. And Fight for New York is really the one I really want to play, but that game is like $180 right now. It's hard to find. It's extremely hard to find. This one I think is worth like $70 at the moment, which is crazy to hear. But like these games these days, especially during the pandemic, the prices just went straight through the roof. It's crazy. But yeah, Def Jam is a game that if you guys have not played a Def Jam fighting game, you gotta just play it just once in your life. I'm a big fan of hip hop, big fan of R&B and hip hop, especially from the 90s and the early 2000s and the late 80s. I'm a huge hip hop fan. And to see all these rappers and hip hop artists in there, including DMX, rest in peace, who just died. It's just really cool. So yeah, definitely a game I want to check out. You should check it out too. All right, Tekken 5. That's the next game on the list. I was a big fan of Tekken. I've never actually played this. This I want to dive into and get into. It takes place 10 years after the first Tekken. And I played the first Tekken. I played Tekken 2. I played Tekken 3. I actually never played Tekken 4, but I don't own Tekken 4. So this is the next one up. I have Tekken 6, but this is the next one up. So I'm going to play this, see how I like it, and play through it all with every character and try to beat it all, try to get all the stories I can get, and just check it out. I don't even know who's in this, to be honest with you. Obviously some of the old Tekken characters, but I don't even know who's in this game. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comment section, because like I said, I've never yet ever touched this. I only saw gameplay to get footage for the for what you're seeing here on the screen, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna dive in. All right, the next game is Rampage Total Destruction. I found this gem at a game store, and I got it for I got lucky because this game store that I go to, they used to have this card, discount card, and every time you buy a game, you pay more than $10 for a game. So if you bought 2 games that are $10, you pay $20, you get 2 punches, and after so many punches, you get 20% off. So what I did was I would buy a game here, $10, you know, here and there, spend $20, $30 or whatever, get the punches. And then when it came to when I got the 20% off, that's when I would kind of go nuts, and I'd buy like really, really good titles that were worth good money, like the rarer titles that I had in the store, and then I'd get 20% off the whole lot of games that I'd get. So that's what I did. That's how I got this one. That's how I came onto this one. This is a really, really cool game. This looks like, I don't know, you can't really see it, but it looks, well, you can see it on the screen there. It'll be on there, the video, but this is more similar to the arcade version. The graphics are better, and I like that, because if you play like the NES version, it's not the same. They're just kind of like even though it's cool, it's 8-bit pixely. This one is dope just because the graphics are much better. It looks a lot more fun to play, and it feels like you're playing in an arcade, and that's what I like. I like that arcade feel. I like the being able to feel like I'm sitting there with a joystick and button mashing and just smashing buildings and doing stuff like that. That's really, really cool to me, and that's why I got this, because it just looked dope. And when I saw the gameplay, I had to get it. So that's just what I gotta do. I gotta play through that. So the last game on the list, and you guys probably know what it is, because like I said, I am a huge fan of this, and I've already played it, but I want to do it all over again and try to get every character I can, because I just love this game so much. Hot Shots Golf 3. Now I do have 4. It's called FORE, of course, for 4, you know, when you're playing golf. But I have 3, and 3 was one of my favorite titles on the PlayStation 2. And I love the game. I love Hot Shots 1. My favorite, probably one of all time, is Hot Shots 2. And Hot Shots Open T for the PSP. I played that non-stop when I was a kid, or not kid, but when I was younger. I used to live in New York City, and I carried my PSP everywhere. I had an 1.5-hour commute from my job, and I would literally play Hot Shots Golf Open T the whole 1.5 hours. Like, I would take the train from Queens to Manhattan, from Manhattan out to Bronxville, and I would literally, and yes, there's a place called Bronxville, New York. That's where I worked at the time. And I would literally play the PSP and Hot Shots Open T all the time. I love that game so much. I just love the Hot Shots series. It's just dope. If you have never played a Hot Shots golf game, think of it as real life golf, but with cartoony characters. So you got all these characters have different traits. They have different stuff. You can unlock all these kind of clubs, balls, different kind of spins and techniques that you can do with these clubs and balls. And it's just amazing. It's just fun. The courses look really, really cool because they look realistic. The courses, there's lots of, it's hard to explain, because if you don't experience it, it's hard to explain, but it's just, I've never even touched a Tiger Woods PGA Tour golf, or Tiger Woods golf, or Roy McIlroy golf, or any kind of like EA Sports golf game or anything like that. I never touched those games, even though they probably really cool. They look realistic. I never touched them because this game was so much fun. I didn't have to. I keep flipping it around, but this game was so much fun. I didn't have to. This game is just so cool. It's hard to explain, but it's just so dope. If you never played a Hot Shots golf game, try it. If you're on PlayStation 4 and you don't have obviously a PS3 or a PS2 or whatever, then get Everybody's Golf. It's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much Hot Shots Golf. They just kind of rebranded the title, I believe. It's called Everybody's Golf. Get that and try it out. Just a dope game. So that does it. That is all the games that I am going to play in 2021 for the PlayStation 2. or at least I'm gonna try for PlayStation 2. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell that lets you guys know when a new video is up. Don't forget to watch my Pardon the Noobs podcast. That will be live on twitch.tv/goodgamereport. You will see that right here. That is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what is that? Like 7 a.m. Pacific for those of you that are out there in the West Coast. What is that? 9 a.m. for Central. If you're overseas, then it's what? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. for those of you out there in the UK or Europe and those areas. And that's all I'm going to do because the time zones are crazy. But anyways, feel free to watch me there. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well. And also all my social media. You'll see them all in the about description below. You will also see my friend Gotti's YouTube channel and all his stuff down below, my co-host for Pardon the Noobs. It is an awesome, awesome show. The first show went very smoothly. I was very impressed with myself for even being in it. It was really dope. We even have our own producer. The guy is just dope, period. So all we have to do is sit there and do our jobs, basically talk about gaming, talk about games, talk about tech, just having a great time in the stream. So feel free to check that out Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pardon the Noobs on the Good Game Report Twitch TV channel. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what PS2 games you liked out of the list that I had. Let me know what PS2 games you think I should pick up or do you think I should play in 2021. I'm always interested in new games or different games, and if I don't have them, I'll let you know in the comment section if I have it or not, or if it's a game that I would like to try. So yeah, thank you guys once again for watching. Appreciate all the love and support, and you guys have a great and awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video. All right, as always, happy gaming.